In this hint and tip video, we're having a look at part 2 of our word shortcut series. Following on from our previous hint and tip, we're now going to cover 2 more function key shortcuts and 2 more keyboard shortcuts as well. Now, same as before with the function key shortcuts, it does depend on what keyboard you have. If you have either a standalone keyboard, a separate one, or if you're using a keyboard that's built into your laptop. Looking along the top of your keyboard, you'll see that on a standalone keyboard, all of your function keys from 1 to 12 just have the one use. Whereas if you're using a laptop keyboard, if you look along the top, you'll see that some of those keys do have a second use to it, or a second feature. Not all of them do, but some of them might. For example, turning off your volume. Now, if you are using a laptop keyboard, you might have to use your FN key, which is found in the bottom left-hand corner of your laptop keyboard. You'll know whether it will work, as when you press the key, it will either work. If not, you might have to press this function or FN key to begin with before using your function key. So we'll now have a look at actually the shortcuts we're going to cover in today's video. The first one is the F4 key. And in Word, this F4 key, this function key, is used to repeat the last action you did if possible. So if you've just opened your document, you won't be able to repeat this, repeat an action because you haven't done anything. We're going to demonstrate it now in this Word document. At the top, the methods text is heading 2, and the subheadings underneath currently are just normal text, but we'd like them to be heading 3. I'm going to make this first heading 3, and then rather than having to keep doing this individually, I'm now going to use the F4 key to repeat that step. As I'm going down, I'm clicking into the text, pressing the F4 key on my keyboard, and you can see it's now made all of those headings heading 3. So that's the first function key. The second one we're looking at is the F12 key on your keyboard. This brings up the Save As dialog box. So pressing F12, you'll see that the Save As box has come up. I'm going to change the name slightly of my Word document. Click Save, and it's now saved a copy of that. So it's protected the original animal study document, but it has now created another copy, and I've just named it Animal Study 3. So that's the 2 function key shortcuts that we're covering in today's video. The 2 keyboard shortcuts we're going to cover are the one for Save and Select All. The keyboard shortcut for Save is Ctrl+S. So clicking in your document, pressing Ctrl and then the letter S on your keyboard will save your document. And this will just save any changes you've made. Rather than save as creating a separate copy, this just overwrites any changes you've done to your document that you're working in currently. And then the second keyboard shortcut we're looking at is Select All. The keyboard shortcut for this is Ctrl+A. So holding down the Control key, pressing A, and it has now selected all of my text in my document on the screen. So just to recap, the 4 shortcuts that we've covered today are the F4 function key, which repeats the last action you did if possible, the F12 key, which brings up the Save As dialog box, the keyboard shortcut for Save, which is Ctrl and the letter S, and then the one for Select All, which is Ctrl and the letter A. We hope you enjoyed these shortcuts, and we hope that you'll join us in our next part of our word shortcut series soon.